Alright, part 2 of my collection, which I was hoping not to be a two-parter. So let's start this off. Atelier Iris. It's a pretty good RPG. This is the kind of RPG I like, when the characters are in that sprite format, like, not Final Fantasy where they're all big and everything. No, I love, like, sprite chibi shit. That's just me, I'm stupid. But all around, this was a pretty decent game. I don't really remember much about it, so... Okaj, the Shadow King. Let me think about this one. This was a decent RPG. I mean, nothing too mind-blowing, but, it was alright. I liked the main character and how everyone always made fun of you, but except for that, it was alright. It had the weirdest fucking battle music, like, I've ever heard. It has, like, organ music or something. I don't know. This is pretty fun, though. Like, Growland's Regeneration. This is actually 2 games in one, which is cool. Growlancer is like a tactics RPG kind of thing going on, which is cool. I love those kind of games. Both of these games that came with are actually really good. I remember seeing this at Best Buy, and, like, I just got drawn in, like, this had to be good, and I was right. This is definitely a good game. I would check it out. Growlancer... I don't even know what it's called. I never looked. I didn't like this one. It was a sequel to the other one. I don't know. I played it for an hour. Couldn't tolerate it. Maybe it's just me. My favorite tactics RPG ever. Disgaea. Hour of Darkness. Wow. Now this is mind-blowing right here. This was a great game. It had a good story plot. It had a shitload of comedy, which is always great. You could hit level 9,999, which I can't really think of any other game. Like, I mean, there's a few other, but it's all this guy. Wow, sorry about that. It's all the ones this guy made. This is a great game. Check it out if you haven't already. Phantom Brave, another game where you can hit that 9,000 mark. Not quite as good as Disgaea, but still great. I would still check this one out if you haven't already. Disgaea 2. I haven't played this yet. I don't know. I haven't gotten the feeling to play it, so it's still factory sealed. It's gotta be good. I mean, I've seen some videos. This is definitely going to be a good game as soon as I play it. Kind of the same thing as Disgaea 2. I haven't played this one either. It's still sealed. I actually got this for like 10 bucks at Toys R Us when it was on sale. I mean, I know it's made by the same guy who made Disgaea, so this also has to be good, but I don't have the feeling to play it. So, whatever. RPG Maker 3. It was alright, I suppose. The only thing I don't like about RPG Maker is to make things overcomplicated. I mean, it's going to be a little complicated. I mean, you can't get around that. But they made it overcomplicated. So, it's kind of cool how you can use a keyboard on it. But, you know, if you aren't any good at it, the keyboard's kind of useless. So, I'd get the first one. That was probably the best. You know, this game kind of sucked, and I have no clue why I even bought it. I don't know why I did. I mean, it cost like 18 bucks. I don't know why I bought something for that much. It's kind of shitty. Mainly because the battles are so slow. They're so drawn out that you just get tired and probably fall asleep playing it, which I have done before. This is great if you're tired, so I guess that's one plus. Dark Cloud. Honestly, I didn't like this much. I don't know, I think it's because it's like a dungeon crawler. I'm not too big into those, so that's just my opinion. I know this game was pretty good. The second one I heard was insane, but I don't have that one. Samurai Legends Musashi. Not bad, but the problem that I had is the main character's voice actor was horrible. I couldn't stand him, especially playing the first one on PS1. The first one on the PS1 kicked ass. Like, all around, everything was good. This one, though, it's mainly the voice actor who got to me. Like, wow, it hurt hearing him. So, except for that, it was a pretty good action game, so I'll check this out. Dirge of Cerberus. It's Final Fantasy in a first-person shooter kind of thing. It was easy. Like, the first time I played this, I put it on very hard and still thought it was easy as hell. So, it's alright, I suppose. I mean, it's probably only like 10 bucks now. Final Fantasy X. Really, what I liked the most about this is how every character had a voice actor. I mean everyone. I mean the normal schmucks that you talk into town who tell you nothing. Like, even they had voice actors, which I thought was pretty amazing. Like, wow. They put a lot of detail into that. And except for that, it's alright. Normal Final Fantasy story plot and stuff. One thing I hated was the level up system. Like, I like having preset shit. You know, you level up, alright, you get more health, strength, defense, whatever the fuck. But in this, you had to, like, plot out your thing, which was awkward and not my kind of thing. I mean, maybe just me. X2. The only thing I like about this one is how they brought back the traditional leveling up system. Well, except for that, it was kind of garbagey. My favorite game ever made on any system, Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. It is my #1 favorite game ever made. Like, just the idea of having Goofy and Donald fighting by your side. Like, when you see Goofy smacking someone with his shield, it's just a feeling that you can't explain. I mean, if you couldn't tell by the little Kingdom Hearts thing behind me, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, I might have liked this better if I wasn't, like, so hyped about it. Like, I was really hoping for something better than the first, and it really wasn't. All around, I mean, it was probably good, but the hype for me just killed me, I think. I liked the Valor forms and all those things. That was a pretty cool addition. I like that. But, except for that, it was kind of the same as Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, you went through the same shit, so, it's alright. You know, I'm just going to do all these 4 real quick. The dot hack thing, yeah. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4. They're all the same game, pretty much. They all repeated. If you played the first, you played them all. Storyline didn't really progress much. Very boring, very quickly. It's one... I think the main problem was you didn't do anything. You would do, like, one thing that went through the plot, and do 10 that had nothing to do with the plot, and you repeated that throughout the whole game. So they could have easily condensed this down into one game. They just, like, wanted to whore out the fucking series, though, so, Yeah, I was kind of hoping for something different, but from what I've seen, this had the same problem as the other one, so, I only bought the first one. I didn't get suckered into buying all of the others. DDR Max 2. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was pretty decent. It was the only one I could find at the store, so, I mean, they're all the same to me. Pump It Up. This is like an insane DDR. This one's a fuckload brutaler. Like, if you thought DDR was challenging, don't even try this game. You'll get your ass handed to you in this, like, no problem. That's it, actually. That's all my PS2 games. Well, I normally have a smart remark to end this video with, but I don't this time, so whatever.